When the lights fade, the world holds its breath. The drums hit, the crowd erupts. From WWE to AEW, from NWA to TNA, all the way to New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is where legends rise. Aaron loves wrestling. Let's begin. Let the storm hit, feel the world shift. AEW, we talking big lift. To the WA roots, Fyre in the booth. New Japan warriors fighting for the truth. Crowds roar loud when the spotlight shines. Aaron loves wrestling, we live for the grind. Step into the ring, hear the heartbeat thump. Pyro in the sky, let the bass line jump. From the classic days where the legends were made to the modern era warriors never afraid. We break down drama, every shock, every twist, every dream match moment that you couldn't resist. From Tokyo Dome nights to the big raw stage, from Power Earth Studios to AIDS all rage. This is passion, combat, the soul of the show. We bring the breakdown, the hype and the glow. Every slam, every dive, every storyline ride. I'll let you where the love never dies.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Air Love Wrestling Podcast, and I am your host, Dr. Love himself, and here I'm here to review WWE SmackDown from last night. It was a good show. It was all right. Nothing too big happened except for the Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre feud that we got. So I'll talk a little bit about that later, but it was an okay show. There's some letdowns, but there's some ups. So we're gonna talk about that here right now, early in the morning before I have to go to work. So appreciate anyone who comes in this early or late, however you want to look at it, and talk with me about Friday Night SmackDown. Hit that like button and subscribe. And hit the hype button too to get me up there in the algorithm. I appreciate everybody's support. So hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to at least 400 by the end of the year. I'm at 360, so help me get to 400 by the end of the year, and we'll kick off 2026 and try to move that number up. So and climb the ladder. So appreciate everyone who subscribed so far, and appreciate any future subscribers. After that, let's get into it. The show kicks off with Damian Priest coming out, and he starts thanking John Cena and showing his respect towards the GOAT, John Cena. And but he was going to go talk about 2026 and what his plans were in 2026, and then he gets interrupted by Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega comes out and distracts Damian Priest from Aleister Black. Aleister Black music hits, and then he shows up behind Priest and attacks Priest, and he hits him with the steel chair, and then eventually puts him through the table, and that's how this segment ends. Pretty good segment. I give this segment a good A. Aleister Black and Damian Priest got a good rivalry going. I hope it leads to a title shot soon, especially for Priest. Seeing Priest go up against Drew McIntyre or Cody for the WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre would be a good one because him and Drew have had feuds before, but Cody and Damian Priest would be a good feud for the WWE Championship. Excuse me. So I would like to see that in the future. Cody needs some fresh faces to work with after Drew. If Drew doesn't win the WWE Championship, then we need to see some changes. And Damian Priest would be a nice change-up. Or Aleister Black. Aleister Black and Cody Rhodes would be a good one. But this was a good, short, sweet promo. Nothing too fancy. and seeing Aleister Black attack Damian Priest, that was pretty good, and pretty good looking for Aleister Black. So I like the pairing of Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. Glad they finally paired them up. They're really good with each other, and I hope Aleister Black gets his push finally. Hope he gets his push on the main roster and hopefully in the main title picture. Seeing him with the WWE Championship would be pretty awesome in itself. Next, we have a non-title match with the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, going up against Nia Jax and Lash Legend. And this was not a bad match. This was pretty good. Give this a good B minus. This was a pretty decent match. Lash Legend and Nia Jax defeat the Kabuki Warriors in a non-title match. And then after the match, we had Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss come out to attack Lash Legend and Nia Jax, and they stand tall in the ring against the two. I have a feeling this is going to lead up to a probably a fatal four-way for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles at the Royal Rumble, with Kabuki Warriors putting their titles on the line against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, and Charlotte Flair and Asuka. I have a feeling this is what's going to lead to, with all these women feuding over the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Next, we get backstage. Aleister Black attacked Priest, leaving him lying after a brutal assault. Further stab after a brutal assault, and then we get go to Cody Rhodes attacking Drew McIntyre at his home. They showed a little video of Nick Aldis and Drew McIntyre discussing the negotiating over the contract, and Nick Aldis said he wants a public apology to the referee Dan Angler, and for Drew to pay a hefty fine, and he will reinstate Drew McIntyre and guarantee him a WWE title shot. And then Drew didn't like that. Drew said that he wants to select the stipulation for the WWE Championship. And then after that, he goes to his security cameras, of course. And, everyone needs that at their home nowadays. And Cody Rhodes is there trying to attack Drew McIntyre there at his home to break in and attack Drew McIntyre there at his home. I love this segment. Kind of brings you back to the old days where you used to see a lot of this, where WWE superstars will go show up at each other's home. Where one of the iconic ones was Triple H and Randy Orton. When Triple H showed up at Randy Orton's home when they were feuding over the WWE Championship, I think leading up to WrestleMania 25 it was, and Triple H showing up in that leather jacket and the sledgehammer and breaking down the door and going in after Randy Orton. I thought that was pretty freaking cool. And then you have but yeah, in this one this one wasn't as cool as that one, but this was a pretty nice segment right here showing this. And then it goes to this is a pretty good segment right here. I give this segment a good A. Like I said, I love these kind of segments. I hope they do more of this, because seeing this is pretty freaking cool. Next, we get Guilia versus Alba Fyre. This one wasn't too fancy. Guilia defeated Alba Fyre, but the crowd was so quiet. It was dead. And the downfall of Guilia on the WWE roster, the main roster, needs to be studied. She was red hot coming in NXT, pushed as the NXT champion. Good feud with Stephanie Valkyrie and others in NXT, and Then once he got to the main roster, just a huge letdown. Triple H has dropped the ball with Giulia. The momentum for her has gone out. The fire has gone out, and it needs to be. I don't get the downfall of Giulia on the main roster. Stephanie Vaquer is doing good on Raw. She's the women's world champion. But what about Giulia? Giulia's in a feud of the United States Championship. This woman needs to be on the WWE Women's title picture. She needs to be going after Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. But we got Jade Cargill and Michin going for the WWE Women's Championship. Probably Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton once Tiffany Stratton returns. But what about Giulia? Giulia needs to be in the WWE Women's title picture. I don't get what Triple H is doing here with Giulia. This is ridiculous. Giulia should have never left Stardom to go to WWE. She was a star in Stardom. And was one of the top stars in Stardom. One of the top women there. And ever since she got to the main roster, to WWE, to the main roster anyway, Shawn Michaels knows what he's doing over at NXT, but Triple H doesn't know what he's doing over at WWE. He's got his hand-picked top stars that he wants to push, and he wants on top, and that's it. Cody Rhodes is it John Cena. Then you got CM Punk, probably Braun Breaker, maybe, I don't know. But Giulia, Triple H fumbling Giulia and not pushing Giulia, I mean, that's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I hate this for Giulia. I hope when her contract's up that she can go back to Stardom or somewhere else. It don't have to be AEW. I think AEW women's roster is pretty fine and loaded. She don't need to go there and get lost in the mix. I don't think they need Giulia. It'd be cool having her over there because there could be some solid feuds. But I think Stardom would be great for her to go back to because she was great over there in Stardom. But ever since Giulia's gotten to the WWE, the main roster anyway, the WWE main roster, it's been a letdown. I wouldn't even mind seeing her go back to NXT because Shawn Michaels knows what he's doing in NXT. Triple H apparently doesn't know what he's doing in the main roster, especially on SmackDown. I give this a good C+ because even though this match was okay, I give it a good C+ for Giulia because I love Giulia. She's one of my favorites, and hopefully she gets her push next year. Next, we get Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis in the ring, and Nick Aldis Cody Rhodes comes out first, and he addresses Drew McIntyre, and he mockingly asks the Scottish Warrior for more suitable work environment for him, maybe Staples. A little joke there, a little jab. Nick Aldis interrupted, and Nick Aldis said that if Cody Rhodes lays a finger on Drew McIntyre, he'll be stripped of the WWE Championship when Drew McIntyre returns. So if Cody Rhodes lays a finger on Drew McIntyre, he'll be stripped of the WWE Championship. I wonder if this will be a way to get the WWE title off Cody without him losing, because for some reason Triple H can't let his top guys lose. There's got to be some kind of disqualification, or there's got to be some kind of stripping of a title instead of just a clean loss. I don't get it. I really don't understand Triple H's booking sometimes. I get frustrated with Triple H's booking. It is Triple H's booking in 2025 has been mid. It has been okay. There's been a few good great matches and great moments here and there. But overall, Triple H's booking in 2025 is a huge letdown. That's why I think, a lot of people give NXT Black and Gold. They give Triple H the credit. I disagree. I think Shawn Michaels was the mastermind behind all that. And then Triple H took the credit. That was my opinion. But Triple H's booking in 2025 has been a letdown, honestly, overall. Storyline wise, who he keeps pushing at top. I love Cody. I'm glad he's getting pushed. But as far as on Raw with the World Heavyweight title, now with CM Punk, I hope Braun Breaker gets his shine and his moment and he gets pushed. But we will see. I have a feeling CM Punk will retain and we'll get CM Punk and probably Brock Lesnar for WrestleMania 42 for the world title. When, in my opinion, it should be Braun Breaker and Brock Lesnar. And Braun Breaker getting his win over Brock Lesnar and giving Braun Breaker the push. But knowing Triple H is going to go CM Punk and Brock Lesnar. And then, unless Triple H shakes it up in 2026 and, blows our mind, but his booking in 2025 has been a letdown. So, but we'll see what happens in 2026. That is why I think Shawn Michaels is the Booker of the Year, and then Tony Khan, and then we'll have. I can't even put Triple H third. I'd probably put CMLL in their booking, their Booker, whatever his name is. They're at third. I mean, Triple H is not even top 5 to me in 2025 because of his booking. But this segment here with Nick Aldis and Cody Rhodes over Drew McIntyre and the Cody Rhodes WWE Championship feud. I get a good B+, not bad segment here. So then we go to Carmelo Hayes and Ilja Dragunov versus DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa, and DIY has their Death Rebel theme back. What are we doing here? I'm so sick and tired of these Death Rebel themes. I want fresh themes. I would rather see the CEO guys, whatever, or CFO guys come back. I would like them to come back and make themes for the WWE superstars, or go back to what we used to have them selecting actual artists with writing their themes. I mean, Randy Orton has Rev Theory. Triple H had Motorhead. Edge had Alter Bridge. Alter Bridge, one of my top favorite bands. Probably my top favorite rock band. I hate these Death Rebel themes. I really do. I'm so sick and tired of this Death Rebel. I hope that they do not renew a contract with Death Rebel and get rid of them and start using this money, a lot of this money that they've made this past year and the money they're going to bank on in Saudi Arabia for the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, and start putting it towards some better themes, because this is, I hate Death Rebel themes. The only good one, in my opinion, that they had were the Roman Reigns ones. The Roman Reigns themes were good, in my opinion. It was the best one. And I'd have to say Jey Uso's theme's pretty good as well. But other than that, all the other ones have been a huge letdown. But this was a pretty good tag team match. I've given it a good A+, probably my match. It is my match of the night. Ilja Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes get the win here. They defeat DIY. So this was a really good match. Again, I give it an A+. Then we go into the WWE Tag Team title match with the Wyatt 6, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis putting their WWE Tag Team titles on the line against JC Mateo and Tanga Loa of the MFTs. And of course, this ended in a no contest. It was a good match. It was a really good match. Then it ended in a no contest. I'm getting sick of these no contests and disqualifications that are happening for these titles. I hate it. I really do. Why couldn't the Wyatt 6 get a win here? I think this was their first title defense since becoming champions, maybe their second. And this is how this ends. I mean, what is with the champions lately in WWE barely defending their titles? They're hardly defending their titles. I'm going to talk about that in a special episode because you're the champion. You should defend your title, at least once after winning it, shortly after, not months after winning it. So I don't understand this year, but the no contest, and I give this a good C plus, and I give it a C plus because it was a good tag team match, but in a no contest. If it had not ended no contest and a solid win for either team, I'd give it an A. But I give it a C plus because this was a horrible ending to a great match. So I give this show an overall C plus. C plus. Kind of a letdown for me on SmackDown. I enjoy Friday Night SmackDown because of Cody Rhodes, but this right here, it wasn't. It was okay. It was good. Great segment with Nick Aldis and Cody Rhodes. But and a great tag team match with Ilja Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes against DIY. Those are my top two of the night. My match of the night was Ilja Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes against DIY. Great tag team match, solid tag team match. And then my segment of course, of the night was Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis. Cody Rhodes promos have been really great lately, and this one with Nick Aldis was really great. And he told Nick Aldis that he doesn't work for him. He works for the people. He works for the WWE Universe. In fact, Nick Aldis works for Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion. And of course, Nick Aldis didn't like that. I wonder if we're going to see a heel manager with Nick Aldis. I wonder if that's what's going to be leading up to. And it'd be interesting to see that. And then that would be one way to get him back in the ring to face Cody Rhodes. And we have Nick Aldis wrestling in WWE. But I like that he's the general manager. Nick Aldis plays a great general manager. I like Nick Aldis, the manager of SmackDown. But we'll see where this goes. We'll see if Cody Rhodes or if Drew McIntyre will defeat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. But again, this one right here, C plus for SmackDown. It would have been a B, a solid B had the no contest ended with the tag team match, and Guilia and Alba Fyre's match was way not a Guilia and Alba Fyre's match. If the tag team match didn't end in a no contest. Guilia and Alba Fyre's match, it was quiet. You can hear crickets. You probably can hear a needle drop. But the downfall of Guilia on the main roster, Triple H has fumbled the ball with Guilia. And I disagree with what he's doing with Guilia on the main roster. She should be in the WWE Women's title picture. Her being in the United States title picture is especially after she won the title and then dropped the title back to Chelsea Green. I don't even know what he wants to do with the WWE United States Championship. And we got the Men's United States Championship doing great with the Open Challenge and Ilja Dragunov as the United States Champion. After Ilja Dragunov gets done with the United States Championship, he should face Cody Rhodes for the WWE title or Drew McIntyre. Let's get some fresh faces in the WWE title picture. Getting a little tired of seeing the same old. Even for Cody Rhodes, we can give him a break with the title and just get him in some solid feuds or something. But let's see some fresh faces in 2026 with the world titles, the WWE Championship on SmackDown and the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw. Let's have some young, fresh faces feud for those titles, and let's see something new and fresh in 2026, especially if SmackDown's going to go to 3 hours. We're going to need that. I love 3-hour shows, but if we're going to see a lot of the same old every week, or a lot of fillers instead of some solid wrestling, then I'd rather SmackDown to stay 2 hours and Raw. Um, I do not want to see a bunch of promos and 3 or 4 matches on a 3-hour SmackDown. Give me some more matches with the promos, with the segments, but give me more matches. Especially if you're going to call up some of the NXT stars. The word is on the dirt sheets that Trick Williams is getting called up, and some others from NXT, possibly Ruka and Obafemi. So if we're getting that, then great. But we need to see them in some matches and some top feuds. But I have a feeling if Obafemi gets to the main roster, Triple H is going to fumble him as well. I have a feeling when Trick Williams also gets to the main roster, same thing. So Ruka, same thing. They're going to have some solid matches, great matches, but the storylines and their feuds, they're going to be some and some nonsense. I would like to see Obafemi also up there in the the WWE title picture, in the mix there with Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. He's a top star, and it proved it Saturday night's main event last week. About 20,000 people during his entrance team when he was coming out, and he was doing the ooh. The Obafemi's a star, so put him up there in the title picture. He don't even need to be in the United States title picture, but it would be great to see him debut in the Open Challenge, win the United States title, go in a record-breaking United States title run and breaking a record, the longest title reign, and then after that, be in the WWE main title picture. But I think he's ready for the WWE title picture right now. So, but that's my review of SmackDown. Again, solid C+. My segment of the night was Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis, and my match of the night was Ilja Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes facing DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Ciampa. And overall grade is C+. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. What you think of Friday Night SmackDown? Hit the like button, hit that hype button as well, and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe if you want listen to a positive wrestling podcast of one that gives honest reviews and critique, but doesn't call anything garbage or anything like that, and puts down the company or puts down people who think they puts down people who enjoyed something. I'm not about that. I'm here just to love professional wrestling, share my love for professional wrestling. I hate tribalism, and I love to stay positive. That's me. I love staying positive. And I want to be a light, share the love in the wrestling community. I want to be open. I want to be honest. We'll give my critiques. I mean, you saw me now. I gave SmackDown a C+, and a lot of critique in this one, but I'm gonna be positive about it because I don't think WWE is garbage. Don't think SmackDown is garbage. I don't think it's. I think it could be better, but it's good. It's okay. I watched it. It was solid, but in the end, hopefully 2026 will be better for WWE. That's what I'm hoping for. Hoping we get some fresh faces, some young stars being pushed. That's what I'm expecting for WWE. I want to do a special for WWE and AEW, separate episodes of what I expect in 2026 from both companies. Same thing for TNA. So keep a lookout for those episodes. Probably next week I'll probably get them in, and the next 2 weeks I'll get them in. So be watched out for those episodes. Be watchful. Keeping a lookout for a Collision review tomorrow. Collision's on today at 1:30 Central Time, an afternoon show. Getting that show in between these college football playoffs. So keep a look at that. Mercedes Moné Open Challenge for her Rev Pro titles. We'll see if she loses another one. And we are seeing the downfall of Mercedes Moné. But again, great SmackDown. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and the notification button for more episodes. I love all y'all. And just remember, love professional wrestling. Have a good one.
When the lights fade, the world holds its breath. The drums hit, the crowd erupts. From WWE to AEW, from NWA to TNA, all the way to New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is where legends rise. Aaron loves wrestling. Let's begin. Let the storm hit, feel the world shift. AEW, yo, we talking big lift. To the WA roots, Fyre in the booth. New Japan warriors fighting for the truth. Crowds roar loud when the spotlight shines. Aaron loves wrestling, we live for the grind. Step into the ring, hear the heartbeat thump. Pyro in the sky, let the bass line jump. From the classic days where the legends were made to the modern era warriors never afraid. We break down drama, every shock, every twist, every dream match moment that you couldn't resist. From Tokyo Dome nights to the big raw stage, from Power Earth Studios to AEW Rage. This is passion, combat, the soul of the show. We bring the breakdown, the hype and the glow. Every slam, every dive, every storyline ride. L love you where the love never dies. L love you where the love never dies. Boom, let the storm hit, feel the world shift. WWE, yeah, we talking big lift. TWA roots, Fyre in the booth. New Japan warriors fighting for the truth. Crowds roar loud when the spotlight shines. Aaron loves wrestling, yeah, we live for the grind. We talk kings, icons, the rookies on deck. Champions with the gold hanging right on their neck. The moments that shock you, the promos that hit, those fight forever chants. Yeah, we feel all of it. We salute every brand, every style in the ring. Strong style, lucha libre man, wrestling is king. From old school brawls to the high risk flights, we celebrate the craft and the love of the fight. Podcast vibes with that pay-per-view feel. Every episode hits like a main event deal. Aaron on the mic, yeah, he keeping it real. Breaking wrestling down with that champion pill. Yeah, breaking wrestling down with that champion appeal.
When the crowd goes silent and the bell echoes through the arena, when destiny calls